From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. For the Titans and Chiefs, you know, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those playoffs, they rallied back from a double-digit deficit, ultimately winning 35-24 and punching their ticket to Miami. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. First down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Chiefs 0.
What a waste of time. I want my money back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36. Yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 35.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. These two teams all tied after one. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flush to his right. He finds Corey Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to go deep for Conley. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll roll him out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down. It's Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete, right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
There, he's only going to get a yard to about the 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give Henry another shot. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Henry, and this time he is in. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted. And
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Again is Tannehill. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
8 yards.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
There you go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play, because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Hooker, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Prater. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working. And the Titan defense steps up here and down he goes. You know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he finds Seals-Jones complete.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And Mahomes going to keep it himself. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dancing to his left. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Uncorks one for Davis. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw, eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th, escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes, flushed out right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not. Before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 42 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formula.